Hey, this is Chris Thompson. I'm here to give you my thoughts on how to keep books for a small business. First off, a little background about myself. I've been a small business owner for over 30 years, starting from when my dad gave me a box of catalogs when I was 22 after graduating with a mechanical engineering degree from Georgia Tech. He handed me the box of catalogs. He said, "Hey, we need a branch office in Kansas City. Go travel over there. I lived in St. Louis, or I was born and raised in St. Louis, so didn't know a soul in Kansas City. I had a box of catalogs, I had a new wife, and he said, go have at it." So I learned very, very early that time management was crucial in our business, in any small business. And I really struggled. I spent a lot of time on the accounting side of my business, and I don't know if you're sharing the same problems or not, but as a small business owner, it's very easy to work 60 plus hours a week, and that's where I worked those types of hours for many, many years, and I could see myself doing that for the rest of my life. And that's what my dad did for 60 years. He worked those type of hours. So how do you reduce your time spent on things you really don't know very much about? And that's what I struggled with. I went through multiple accounting software programs because that's where a lot of time was spent, was on the accounting side of our business. We had a custom software built or written for us, and never was satisfied with anything I came up with until a couple of years ago we came across a company that met all of my expectations and actually exceeded a lot of them. And it was the QuickBooks online subscription software. It's very economical. It's, I think, for single users it's $10 a month, and our companies at that time were using the multi-user, which was 20 plus $25, I should say, a month. It's a cloud-based system, so I always felt it was secure in that if something happened to our computer systems at our offices, everything would be recoverable. And like I kind of mentioned before, or alluded to, it's very easy to use. And I was able to look over the shoulder of my bookkeeper or my accountant and really follow what was going on from a financial side of our business. So I really heartily recommend that you check out QuickBooks subscription. I think I don't know if I mentioned or not, but I want to share this with you, is that I'm not being compensated in any way from this company. Don't know anybody there. It's this is totally unbiased opinion, objective opinion about the company. So I would say I would check them out. I think I mentioned earlier that I really was struggling with my life a couple of years ago, or at least I alluded to this, in that I was working so many hours, and I don't know if you were doing the same thing. I was working 60 plus hours a week, and it was just really, really dragging on me. And I was talking to a cousin of mine one day who was had been in the real estate business, and I shared with him, kind of some of my frustrations, and he said, "Hey, you need to talk to Joe." And I'm going to give his last name, but Joe's was in the corporate world and had a small business and was very frustrated, and he's really happy with what he's doing now. I don't know exactly what he's doing. So I called Joe, and we had lunch, and Joe shared with me this a business opportunity that I couldn't believe this allowed him to give him the time freedom that he had. He's always traveling, always playing golf, always doing things that I wanted to do with my life. So I checked it out, and I was shocked at the opportunity to be trained from guys who are making 7 and 8 figures on how to make money with internet marketing. And this is truly how to get any product ranked at the top of Google, top of YouTube, and utilize these services to help other companies. And that's basically what we're doing now. So check it out. Become wealthy starting today. If you're looking for some time freedom, that's what I now have, is the time freedom to do what I want, when I want, wherever I want. And I am ecstatic about where I am in my life as far as the time freedom to do those things that I always wanted to do. And if you're looking for that, check this out. Thanks.